When you're working with JavaScript, you usually come across a lot of data. For example, sometimes you might want to require to store the data of a specific person, like his email ID, his date of birth, phone number, age or address or something like that. Now with the help of JavaScript, you can create variables, and that is how you can actually store data. You can create a text called var. That is how we can store the data inside variables. You can just give var and name, comma, email and phone numbers. Now basically what happens here is you have created three variables called name, email and phone number. You can also create them separately with the help of var and year. And you can give a semicolon there, that will be one variable, and then you can do the same thing for var customer email and var today's date and var box and var x, or anything as you like it. You can also create variables with the help of letters, numbers, underscores and dollar sign. But make sure you don't start with a number. For example, if you create a variable called 99 boxes, it's invalid. So instead of that, you'll have to create a variable called boxes 99 that would be completely valid. Now we have different types of data types when it comes for variables. We have integers, floating points, strings, boolean, arrays, date and objects. So this might seem all kind of really confusing, but don't worry about it. We're going to cover a lot of things about all of these things in the further classes. Now setting a variable is quite simple when it comes for JavaScript. All you have to do is just type in var, where box is equals to 99. But what happens if you take the same box again, say var is equals to hello world, is basically it replaces 99 with hello world. You can also use single quotation to store your strings or text inside the variable. But when you're using the true or false, which we call it as booleans, you don't have to use any kind of quotations over here. You can directly type in true and false. JavaScript understands best which is true and which is false, or which is a boolean inside JavaScript.